How's it going? Dave here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about deceptive cadences. So first of all, to know what a deceptive cadence is, let's talk about what a cadence is. A cadence is just two chords or more that we use to end a chord progression. We're going to talk about a particular cadence, and that is the perfect cadence. That is where we go from chord 5 to chord 1. So chord 5 in the key of C. The key of C is what we're going to be working in today, would be G, and then chord 1 would be C. So that would be a perfect cadence. What we can do here to create a deceptive cadence is, instead of playing our 1 chord after our 5 chord, we could play any other chord. That is going to obviously be deceptive to the listener because they're expecting a C chord, but they're going to get anything but a C chord. In this video, I'm going to show you a few different examples of deceptive cadences, and then I'm going to show you how to create your own deceptive cadences. So first of all, let's take a look at some examples of deceptive cadences that are quite commonly used. So probably the easiest one to grasp and probably the most common one is playing your 6 chord after your 5 chord. So instead of playing 1, we're playing 6. So in the key of C, we are playing a G chord as our 5 chord, and then we're resolving to A minor instead of C. And we're going to be using this chord progression, a 1, 4, 5, just to hear these cadences in context. So we're going to be playing a C, F, G, and then the perfect cadence would be C. But here we're going to play an A minor instead. It's a really cool sound, and it's not what the listener is expecting. These are going to get a little bit more complex as we go. So the next example will be to start running down the chords in our key from 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2. And then when we get to 2, we're going to hit a 5 and 1 to create a kind of 2, 5, 1 cadence. So we're going to play C, F. Now this is where our cadence comes in. G, F, E minor, D minor, and then G, which are 5, and then C. That's a really good one to try out. Another one, now we're starting to move into chords that are not in the key. So we are going to be playing a flat 6 chord and a flat 7 chord after our 5 chord. So our flat 6 chord would be an A flat major chord, and our flat 7 chord would be a B flat major chord. And we're going to play that after our G. So let's take a listen to how that sounds. That's one of my favorites. I really like using that one. And another really cool thing you can do is over that A flat and B flat, those 2 chords, you can play an A flat Lydian scale over the top. So let's hear how that sounds. You may have heard that before and not known what was going on. So if that's cleared things up, great. If you've not heard it before, then you've got something new to try out. That's a really awesome cadence to use. Now this next one is going to be quite a long one. We are going to be doing what is called a line cliche. And a line cliche is basically where we play a chord and there's a chromatic element. So a note moves down chromatically. So Stairway to Heaven's a good example of that, but we're doing this as a cadence. So we're going to be playing, after our G chord, we're going to be playing A minor, then we're going to be playing A flat augmented, then we're going to be playing C chord, but with a G in the bass, so the bass note keeps going down a semitone each time. So after that C chord with a G in the bass, we're going to be playing an F sharp minor 7 flat 5, then we move to an F, and it's going to be quite similar to that last chord progression we did. Not the last one, the one before last, where we go F, E minor, D minor, and G again. So let's hear that in action. So as you can hear, that takes the listener on a completely different journey to what they'd probably be expecting, just a C chord. Now let's talk about how you can create your own deceptive cadences. What we can do is we'll keep this chord progression C, F, G, and finish on the C. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a melody that's over the top of this chord progression. And what we're going to do is take the last note of that melody, whatever note the melody resolves on, and play any chord that contains that particular note. So for example, if we're going to play this song in C major, let's resolve our melody on a C note, and we can pick any chord that has a C in it. So I'm going to use an F minor chord. So let's play the chord progression, just standard C, F, G, C, with the melody over the top. Then we're going to play it with a C, F, G, and then an F minor resolution. It will sound quite spicy. And now with the F minor. Alright, so now let's see if we can do another chord progression like this. So this time we're going to finish our melody on a G note. So we're going to take any chord that has a G within it. So let's take a C minor. So we're going to be resolving on C minor instead of C major, okay? And this is going to be difficult to get back into the key of C major. So this kind of only works really if you want to transition into the parallel minor key. So if you want to transition from C major into C minor, this is going to be good. All right, let's give it a listen. And this time we're going to play a similar melody, but we're ending on a G note. Really interesting sound there. And let's just try one more chord like this. So we are going to finish on an E flat major chord. An E flat major has a G in there as the third. So let's see how that sounds. And I finished up on the C there as well. Now, those are some examples of deceptive cadences, how you can end your chord progressions in kind of a surprising way that throws a plot twist into your music. It will really engage your listener a lot more than if you were to just resolve on something like a C chord. Try this in different keys, try and create your own chord progressions. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Tell me if you've created any chord progressions. Let me know what they were in the comments. I'd love to hear your chord progressions. Please like the video if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell, and if you feel like helping my channel some more, then you can click on the link in the description to my Patreon page, where you can donate just $2 a month, and that will really help me out. Anyway, I will see you in the next video.